Hello students, welcome back to the class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and well at your home. So students, today as you can see on your screen that we are going to start a new topic which is divisibility rules. Now what are divisibility rules? What do we mean by divisibility and what are its rules? So let me give you a brief introduction of this. Divisibility rules are actually you can say a short trick to find the divisibility of any number, and there are different rules to find out that if the given number is divisible by any such number or not. So rest of the things we will discuss later on one by one as we will move forward. So let us move forward with the next part, and the very first thing which comes into our mind is what is the meaning of divisible by. You must be thinking that what is the meaning of divisible by here. So divisible by. So let us move forward and see what does it means actually. So divisible by actually means if you divide one number by another, the result is a whole number without a remainder. Then we say that the number is divisible by another number. For example, like if I am writing 21 divided by 7 equals to 3 and there is no remainder here, that means remainder is 0. So in that case, I can clearly say it in another manner also, that 21 is divisible by 7. Or similarly for the second number, which is 56, if I divide 56 with 2, the answer is 28 and remainder is 0. So here once again I can say that 56 is divisible by 2. So divisible by actually means when the divisor completely divides the dividend, leaving no remainder, or you can say 0 as remainder. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Let's move forward, and moving forward we will come across very first the divisibility rule for 2. So what is the divisibility rule for 2? So a number is divisible by 2 if the unit digit is even, or I can say it in the different manner that it should be 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So if we have unit digit as unit even number, unit digit, or you can say the ones place digit of the number as even number, then the number is divisible by 2. For example, like our first number I have taken here is 64, and what is the digit at unit place here? The digit is 4. So 4 is divisible by 2. Yes, because it is an even number. So this complete number 64 is also divisible by 2. So the simple trick is that if unit digit is even, that means the whole number, whatever big or small the number is, the whole number will be divisible by 2. Let's take the another example here, which is 49,822. And here what is the digit at unit place? So if you have to check the divisibility rule for 2, what you have to do? You have to simply see what is the digit on unit place. So if unit place is even, as here the unit place digit is 2 and 2 is an even number. So that means this complete number 49,822 is also divisible by 2. So this is about divisibility rule for 2. Unit digit is even, number is divisible by 2. Clear students? Moving forward, and the next is divisibility rule for 3. So let's see what does it says. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is also divisible by 3. So instead of dividing any number to check out if the number is divisible by 3 or not, we can simply find out the divisibility for 3 by doing the sum of its digit. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, that means the whole number, or you can say the complete number, the given number is also divisible by 3. For example, the first number I have taken here is 81, and if I add the digits here, so sum of the digits is 8 plus 1. that means 9. And then I have to check whether 9 is divisible by 3 or not. So answer is yes, 9 is divisible by 3. That means, what does it means? It will simply give us the answer that 81, this number, the given number 81 is also divisible by 3. Similarly, let's take one more example, and here the number is 231. Now here the sum of the digit is 2 plus 3 plus 1, which is equals to 6, and 6 is again divisible by 3. That means this number 231 is also divisible by 3. So this is about the divisibility rule for 3. Clear, students? Now moving forward with the next set of rule, which is divisibility rule for 4. A number is divisible by 4 if the last two digits form a number that is divisible by 2. So here the number will be divisible by 4 if its last two digit is divisible by 2. So what we have to check? We have to simply see the last two digits of the number. That means the digits at unit place and tens place. That's it. So here my examples are 3820, and what are the two digits at the end? That means at unit place and tens place, the digits are making up number 20. So yes, 20 is divisible by 4. That means this number 3820, this complete number is also divisible by 4. Isn't it interesting that you don't have to divide the number, and simply by getting some simple rules, you can easily find out if the number is divisible or not. Taking one more example here, and the number is 672. Now once again check out what are the last two digits. The last two digits are 72. In 672, the digit at unit place and ones place is 72. So last two digits 72, is it again divisible by 4? Yes. So since it is divisible, that means the whole number 672 is also divisible by 4. And you may also check it out that yes, it is divisible or not, because these divisibility rules are valid for each and every condition satisfied here. Next is our divisibility rule for 5, which is a very easy one. A number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is a 0 or 5. Last digit means the digit at unit place. So if our unit place digit is either 0 or 5, then the number is divisible by 5. For example, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 100, 105, 150. So you can see here what you have to check in divisibility rule for 5. Only thing, what is the digit at unit place. If unit place is 0 or 5, then the number is divisible by 5. As I have taken an two examples here, number 325 and 4570, and you can see that the unit digit for my first number is 5, and yes, the number 325 is divisible by 5 because it satisfies the divisibility rule. Similarly, in the second number, which is 4570, the unit digit is 0, and once again, since we have 0 at unit place, that means this number is also divisible by 5. So I hope divisibility rule for 2, 3, 4 and 5 that are clear to all of you. Now moving forward with the next divisibility rule, which is divisibility rule for 6, which is again a very simple one. Divisibility rule for 6 says if a number is divisible by 6 when it is divisible by 2 and 3 both. Clear, students? Now what is the rule? What does it means? It simply means that a number is said to be divisible by 6 if it satisfies the divisibility rule for 2 and 3 together. If any number is divisible by 2 also and it is divisible by 3, that means it is clearly divisible by 6 also. So let's have an example here, which is 12,204, and since the unit place digit, to check out the divisibility by 2, what we will do? Unit digit. So unit digit is 4, that means it is divisible by 2. And then for divisibility by 3, what I have to do? I have to add the digits. So sum of the digit is 9, which is again divisible by 3. That means this complete number 12,204 is divisible by 6. Isn't it interesting that these big numbers and without doing any division and without doing long calculation, you are so easily finding up the answers that whether the number is divisible or not. So yes, it is very helpful, students. Please understand the concepts very carefully. Moving forward with the divisibility rule for 8. Now the divisibility rule says a number is divisible by 8 if the number formed by last 3 digits is divisible by 8. So here the divisibility rule for 8 says that if the last 3 digits, the number formed by last 3 digits, that means digit at 1's place, 10's place and 100 place is divisible by 8, that means the complete number is also divisible by 8. As you can see, I have taken the example 54,136 and the last 3 digits are forming up the number 136. And yes, 136 is divisible by 8, that means the complete number is also divisible by 8. So this is the divisibility rule for 8. Moving forward for the divisibility rule for 9. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digit is divisible by 9. So this is somewhat like divisibility rule for 3. There we were checking that whether the sum of the digit is divisible by 3, then it satisfies the divisibility rule for 3. Now if the sum of the digit is divisible by 9, that means it will satisfy the divisibility rule for 9. So the example is 3555, sum of the digits is equals to 18, and since 18 is divisible by 9, that means this complete number 3555 is also divisible by 9. You can cross check also whether this divisibility rule is correct or not by doing the actual division. But yes, let me assure you that it will be 100% correct. Moving forward with the last set of rule for your course yet, divisibility rule for 10. So this is our last topic today. A number is divisible by 10 if it ends in a 0. The digit at 1's place should be 0. So here I have taken once again 2 examples, 4560 and 4310. So in both the cases you can see that the digit at 1's place is 0. That means both these numbers are divisible by 10. If we will have any other digit at unit place apart from 0, in that case the number is not divisible by 10. Clear, students? So this is all about the divisibility rule for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 and 10. I hope this will help you out to find out the solutions to the different questions, and also you might have enjoyed the things very carefully. Thank you for the lesson, students.